If you still think muscle growth happens in the gym, you're missing the most powerful factor in your entire training process. Lifting weights and doing hard workouts don't build muscle by themselves. They only create the signal. What actually determines whether you grow or waste that effort happens later, far away from the barbell, when the lights are off and your body is supposed to be resting. Training is controlled damage. Every hard set creates microscopic tears in muscle fibers and stresses your nervous system. That damage is necessary, but it is not growth. Growth only happens if your body gets the chance to repair that damage and rebuild stronger tissue. Without that repair phase, training is just destruction with no payoff. Sleep is where that repair happens. Deep sleep is when your body flips into recovery mode, shuttling nutrients into muscle, rebuilding fibers, and restoring your nervous system. Miss that window, and the work you did in the gym never fully converts into strength or size. You don't lose progress all at once, but you quietly cap it. The problem is that many people train hard and then sabotage themselves at night. Late scrolling, endless videos, random internet sessions that stretch far past midnight. You might feel productive or relaxed, but your body is quietly paying the price. Sleep isn't optional recovery. It's the third pillar of progress, just as important as training and nutrition. Think of it simply. The gym provides the stimulus. Food provides the raw materials. Sleep is where the construction actually happens. Remove sleep, and the entire system collapses. You can train harder, eat cleaner, and still go nowhere because the final step never occurs. Bad sleep shows up fast in training. Walk into the gym underslept and everything feels off. Warm-ups feel heavy. Focus disappears. Coordination drops. Movements that normally feel automatic suddenly require effort just to stay clean. You're not weaker instantly, but you're operating with a massive handicap. One of the most dangerous effects of poor sleep is how it affects form and reaction time. Fatigue dulls awareness. Small mistakes become more likely. When coordination drops and judgment slips, injury risk climbs. One bad rep is all it takes to force an unplanned break from training. What surprises most people is that sleep deprivation doesn't always crush max strength right away. You can still lift heavy. The real damage shows up in endurance and recovery between sets. You gas out faster, struggle to maintain output, and feel drained far earlier than usual. The reason is energy use. Sleep deprivation interferes with how your body processes glucose, the primary fuel for intense training. When glucose handling is impaired, muscles don't get the energy they need. You're trying to perform on a battery that never fully charged. Even one bad night can throw your system off balance. Short sleep increases muscle protein breakdown and disrupts recovery signals. Stack poor sleep on top of hard training, and you create the worst possible recovery environment. Your body is being asked to adapt without the resources to do so. Over time, this creates a hidden burden. Training feels heavier, progress slows, motivation fades. You assume the issue is your program, your genetics, or your effort. In reality, it's like wearing an invisible weight vest everywhere you go. Nothing is technically broken, but everything feels harder than it should. Behind all of this are hormones. Sleep is when your body releases the hormones that drive recovery and growth. During deep sleep, anabolic signals rise and repair processes ramp up. This isn't passive rest. Your body is actively working through the night. Testosterone plays a major role here. It supports muscle repair, strength development, and fat regulation. Poor sleep delays and reduces its release. When sleep quality drops, the repair crew shows up late, works slower, and leaves before the job is done. This effect happens faster than most people realize. Just a week of poor sleep can significantly reduce testosterone levels. That's progress lost before you even start your next workout. Age doesn't protect you from this. Recovery systems still depend on sleep, regardless of how young or motivated you are. At the same time, cortisol rises. Cortisol is a stress hormone that breaks tissue down and interferes with recovery. In proper balance, it's manageable. When sleep is cut short, Cortisol stays elevated and starts overpowering growth signals. Muscle repair slows, fatigue accumulates, and strength stalls. This is why sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's a hormonal control center. More quality sleep means better recovery signals and fewer breakdown signals. Poor sleep flips that equation, and no amount of extra training can compensate for it. Sleep also plays a major role in body composition. When sleep is adequate, your body preserves muscle and burns fat more efficiently. When sleep is poor, muscle loss increases and fat storage becomes easier. The same diet suddenly produces worse results. Hunger regulation breaks down as well. Lack of sleep disrupts appetite hormones, making high-calorie, low-nutrient foods more appealing. Cravings intensify, discipline weakens, and eating patterns become chaotic. It's not a lack of willpower. It's biology responding to exhaustion. Thick sleep, and these problems often ease naturally. Cravings settle. Energy stabilizes. Diet adherence improves without extra effort. Fat loss becomes less of a constant battle because your body is no longer fighting against you. So how much sleep is enough? For most people, 7 hours is the bare minimum. Many need 8 or more. Consistently dipping below that threshold is where performance, recovery, and hormones start taking noticeable hits. Quality matters as much as quantity. You can spend 8 hours in bed and still wake up exhausted if sleep is fragmented or mistimed. Stress rises quietly when sleep quality drops, even if you don't notice it consciously. Timing is critical because your body runs on a circadian rhythm. Darkness signals rest. Light signals alertness. Going to bed at consistent times and sleeping at night aligns your hormones with that rhythm, making each hour of sleep more effective. Environment matters. A cool, dark, quiet room supports deeper sleep. Excess heat, random noise, or constant light interrupt sleep cycles. These interruptions may be brief, but they add up across the night. Screens are another major disruptor. Bright light in the evening interferes with melatonin, the hormone that signals sleep readiness. Reducing screen exposure before bed helps your body transition naturally into rest instead of forcing it. Sleep is not a passive activity or a luxury reward. It is an active part of training. If you want your workouts to matter, your recovery has to match your effort. When sleep improves, strength returns, progress accelerates, and the gym finally starts paying you back for the work you put in.